Hello Star Wars fans and Star Wars friends, and welcome to another video. Right guys, this is another one of my food packaging preservation videos. Now, if you are a Star Wars food collector or any type of food collector, this might be of interest to you, so watch and learn. If you already know a different technique, let me know afterwards, and in the comment section let me know what you guys do, if it's something different, something better, or something that works better for you. Right, if you do check back in my videos, you'll find the Cross and Blackwell tins on the left here in the trays. Now these are from the UK and they come with a ring pull lid, but I want to remove the contents for those, which I have done. From the bottom there, but this type of can you can actually use the good old-fashioned tin opener on, and you can get purchased with a tin opener around the outside of the can. Check my video and I show in detail exactly how to do it without ruining the label or damaging the can. But so then you clean the can out, can goes back in for your display and looks just like you would have found it in the shops. So I've got some Campbell's cans from the US, courtesy of my fantastic boss, and now they use two different types of can. They use the same style can that Cross and Blackwell use here in the UK, which is this one here, where I've been able to do the same thing. It's got that sort of rim, but they also use a different type of can, which does present the food collector, the food preserver, a bit more of a problem, which I'll show you one of these cans here. Now, the easiest way is to remove the ring pull and empty the can out. Just put the can on your display like that. From the front, you'd never know, but I don't want to do that. I want to have that, so if you do look from an angle, you can see that there's still the top of the can is there, and you'll never know that the bottom's being removed. So that's how I want to preserve it. Some people just remove the labels from the cans, which I completely see the sense in that. Is a lot less mess, takes up a lot less space, and it's a lot less hassle. So it's easy to do, easy to remove, and they look really good when they're stored flat. So I can see why you guys would do that. I do have some can labels, but for this video, I want to get these and I want to empty that out. So the problem is I don't want to remove the top, but I need to get in there through the bottom of the can. Now, if you can see, I don't know if it will show up in the video, the can walls actually curve inwards, so that you don't have the lip. I don't know if you can see that on there. Let's have a look. Yeah, there you go. You can't see there is no lip on the edge of the can there for the can opener to get purchase on, so you can't use a can opener on this can on the left. So I was thinking, what do I do? How do I get into this? So do I invest in a Dremel and have a little cutting wheel and cut out? That's going to make a lot of mess, and it's going to take a while, and I have to buy a Dremel. I don't want to buy a Dremel. So I was thinking, what do I do? What do I do? So I had a couple of these cans I had duplicates of, and I thought, right, if you're going to test on something, always test on something you have more than one of, because if you do damage it or wreck it, you've got another one to replace it, and another way to kind of think, oh, I need to rethink this and do it a different way. So I'm going to show you what I came up with, and some of you think, that's crazy, don't do it, but it works for me, and I haven't had any major issues. So what works for me is a Stanley knife, which this is a very sturdy blade. It does flex under pressure, so you've got to be careful, you've got to be sensible doing it this way, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do it, and then you can decide whether that be a way that you're crazy enough to try, or is it something that you're just going to think, nah, do you know what, that's for crazy people. Right, so this is how I do it. You've got to find a surface that's going to take the weight of you pushing down on this can. Now, I'm going to cut a hole in the top of the can. So first of all, I'm going to push down, and you'll hear it pierce into the can. Oh, there we go. There's quite a bit of pressure to get that to go in there. And then you can just push the blade straight into the can there. See, I've made that slot straight away. And then move around to the next side and do the same thing again. Now, a sensible person would be wearing gloves. A sensible person would be wearing eye protection. So, just in case, you never know. But, right, here's the next one. Oh, there we go. So what I've got so far is that, so there's like a flap now. So with the blade, I'm just going to open that up, and then I can bend that backwards just so it doesn't disappear into the can, because you know you might want to eat this. So then I'm going to go along the last edge and cut into that last section. Then, woo, that was lucky, wasn't it? I can just remove that section of tin can, and then I can empty this out into a bowl and microwave it, and there you go, all done. So that's exactly how I've got around the problem of doing that. Some of you are going to say, that is just crazy. Yeah, the whole idea of collecting is a bit crazy to begin with, but so that's how I solved the problem. Bit mad, but then so you empty this out into a jug or a bowl or something microwavable. That's another one I've got to do, and you end up with a can that you wash out, completely clean out. This is one I've just done. So the contents is gone, the can is clean inside, there's been hot water inside. Now the hot water sometimes frees up the glue that holds the label on, so you've got a strip of glue along here that holds the label in place. If that does happen, okay, the label can come off then, but you can stick the label back on, so that isn't an issue at all. When you wash the cans, obviously you've got to use hot water to wash the cans. If you get the water down the side of the can, it will affect the label. They're not the most robust labels in the world ever, so be careful how you treat the label, because it could end up splitting and disintegrating. I've had a couple that have done that over the years. So there you go, guys. Once that's all cleaned out, I'm going to leave it to air dry. So it might look dry, but I'm going to leave it to air dry, and then give it one last clean over with some kitchen towel just to make sure. And then that can go into my collection room. That can go into my lunchbox. That can go into my collection room, and the job is done. So it's a problem I've had and I've overcome just with a little bit of ingenuity and a Stanley knife, and possibly a small amount of crazy stupidity as well. So guys, I hope you found that helpful. Do let me know in the comment section. Did you do this a different way? Did you just pull the ring off the top of the lid and do it that way, like a normal, sensible person would do? Or have you found a different way to get into the bottom of the can that's more effective, easier? Please let me know if you have. And do check out my links below. You've got my Twitter links. There's 2 links to my Twitter feeds there, and also my Instagram feed. I'm going through my Star Wars collection room at the moment, and I haven't been through it for some years, so I'm getting to post loads of photos on Instagram and Twitter. So there's lots and lots of stuff that hasn't been in circulation for quite a while. So do check out both of those feeds, and don't miss out. Until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. It's very much appreciated. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and yeah, do comment. Some people don't get the whole food collecting idea. I completely understand that. Some people don't get the whole collecting idea anyway. If you do think about it, if you do examine it, and with a little objectivity, collecting doesn't make sense. It's mad, but we're all a little bit mad, I think. So it's something we enjoy, and it's a great hobby. So let me know what you collect, and do you collect the food? If you do, if you've got any video, please click me in and link me in. I'd love to see what you guys are collecting. So until next time, thanks so much for watching, and may the force be with you. Bye for now.